Hello and welcome back to the LTL Mandarin School YouTube channel. My name's Campbell, I'm part of the marketing team, and today I'm going to be taking you through some free Chinese learning resources. Before we get started, I'd love to ask you a quick question. I'd love to know, what kind of learner are you? Are you more of a visual learner, perhaps more auditory, or do you take a more hands-on approach in your learning? Please leave us a comment below. That would be super helpful for future content that we make. As always, please be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, let's get started. Roll the intro. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me on this quick demonstration on some free Chinese learning resources. I thought I'd do a share screen, and don't worry, you can still see my face in this little floating circle. I can move myself, so don't worry, I won't get in the way of any explanations. So some of these free Chinese learning resources that you can find are available on all of our blogs. What do I mean by all of our blogs? So here at LTL, we actually run different websites for all the locations that our schools are in. However, we do have an LTL-school.com that includes all of our schools, so you can find information on all the different schools where we are and different locations. But then again, we do have separate websites such as LTL Shanghai, LTL Beijing, where you can find more individualized content on each of those locations. Additionally, we have LTL Online School right here. So let me show you some of these free Chinese learning resources on each of these websites. So for school, what you're going to want to do is come to the About section, and then you can go on LTL blog. And then if you go to LTL Online, this is one of my favorites, you can click on the online immersion button, and you can see already that we have some app reviews, Chinese movies, Chinese TV shows, and Chinese songs. These are a fantastic way to learn Chinese and some great free Chinese learning resources. So you can get a sneak preview of some of the apps you might be considering downloading, some movies. Maybe you'll learn about some movies, TV shows you didn't know about yet, which we can just tell you a little bit about it, show you some resources. Even we've got another great blog that shows you how to add subtitles to ordinary movies. So yeah, some great free online resources here. And then you can see, I'll just click through all of our different websites. So this is obviously quite a bit to keep up with all of our different schools, all of our different websites. So let me just quickly show you a tip or a quick hack to access all of this content right into your inbox. So if you go onto literally any page and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see here in the footer, you can subscribe to our LTL newsletter. From here, we'll send you emails, we'll keep you up to date on all of these different blogs, and in fact, more than just the blogs, all the content that we create will go straight into your inbox, so you don't have to keep coming back to all of our individual websites and checking if we've made new or updated blogs. If you don't want to subscribe to our email newsletter, which I highly recommend, we also post all of this content on social media. So let me just show you some of our social media channels. So if you go onto LinkedIn, you can see our school account. Let me move my floating head a little bit. So you can see we are posting not just the blogs, but we are also posting videos on here. Why should I learn Chinese Shanghai? You can meet some of our teachers. Oh, there I am again. So you can see all these free Chinese learning resources will be posted onto our LinkedIn account. All you need to do is search for LTL Mandarin School. We post all of this content on Twitter, so if you prefer to receive your updates through Twitter. And then we also post all of our videos, blogs, images on Facebook as well. So once again, so if you type in LTL Mandarin School into Twitter, into LinkedIn, into Facebook, you're going to see all of these free Chinese learning resources. Additionally, on top of this, we're very active on Instagram. So you can see here You can, once again, you can meet our teachers, you can see some cool images which are normally embedded in our blogs, but if you want to skip the blog and just get the learning flashcards, you'll see that we are posting loads and loads of content. We've got some Chinese tongue twisters here, some stats, all kinds of interesting things just to keep you engaged with Chinese, keep reminding you of that you should be learning, and it just tells your mind that this is important. You are trying to learn a language, and it's great to have these reminders. Moving on, I want to show you our Pinterest account. We are very active on Pinterest as well. Pinterest has really good free Chinese learning resources, particularly on our page, because you can see here we actually group and we categorize things quite nicely. So here I've got some basic Mandarin flashcards. These are just simple phrases. This one's fantastic. We've got all the different Subway sandwiches. So if you want to order your favorite Subway sandwich in Chinese, we have a video on this where we demonstrate it quite clearly. But if you just want to have the cheat sheet, the flashcards ahead of time, vegetables, look at this. We've got different stationery. We talk a bit about culture. This is a good one. How do you like your eggs? You can learn how to say all your different egg types. What's your favorite egg style in the morning for breakfast? So that is most of our social media accounts. But once again, just bringing it back to the email. So most of the content will be filtered. Well, not most of the content. All of the content is filtered through our email. You get all the latest updates from LTL Mandarin School. If you subscribe to our email, once again, you can find that link at the bottom of any page on any of our websites. Also, if you are more of a visual learner like myself, you're going to love our YouTube page. Once again, you're going to want to type in LTL Mandarin School into YouTube search, and I certainly hope we're the first company that comes up. If you click on the videos, you can see here that we are posting quite regularly, almost daily. Some of these here, we have some specific lessons, so you can learn about family members, you can learn about directions. The marketing manager of LTL Mandarin School recently gave a wedding speech in Chinese. You can see that here. It's quite interesting. He's got fantastic Chinese. There's more than just the free Chinese learning resources. If you want to take a tour around Daxing Airport, the new airport, we can take you around there. You'll see loads of student testimonials who will make other recommendations as to why they think studying with us is a great idea, and can show you a little bit about our online learning page. But yeah, back to the free online Chinese resources. Here's another one, hello in Chinese. You can learn all kinds of greetings. So that's more of the visual side. If you're more of a visual learner, I would definitely recommend checking out the LTL Mandarin School YouTube page. Then we have a podcast as well. This is available on SoundCloud. You can see we have a few episodes here. These are some cool free Chinese learning resources. A lot of these are actually embedded in our blog, so you can get both the text and the audio if you wish. But you can see here we cover things like Christmas, some apps, some basic Mandarin phrases, and so on. So we're constantly updating all of this stuff to help you out. And lastly, we have just got a TikTok account. I'm unable to access TikTok on the laptop. You'll have to search that for yourself on your phone. So that is the next free online resources you can find on TikTok. So you can see here in the above screen, these are all the different social media accounts where you can access some free Chinese learning resources. Before we finish this video, I just want to show you one last thing. So this is back onto ltlschool.com, and we've got some more free Chinese learning resources available for you right here. So if I go into the About section, you can see, firstly, you can see the blog. Secondly, the podcast is also accessible on ltlschool.com. So if you don't want to go access the podcast directly, they're also available and nicely categorized on our website. Newsletter, I've gone over this before. I would highly recommend signing up to our newsletter. That is basically the funnel where all of our content goes through, where you can get it all laid out very nicely in a timely manner. You get all the latest and greatest coming out of LTL Mandarin School. Here we have a free ebook. On here we have more wonderful advice on learning Chinese, some great insights. And then the last thing I want to show you, this is perhaps my favorite free Chinese learning resource. This is the Chinese tools. So if I scroll down here real quick, you can see here we've got a few different tools. This is a great one. Would you like to know what your name is translated into Chinese? We can help you out with that. We actually have a huge database with loads of names translated already. And if you're not there, we can help you out. If you're not in the database already, we do have Chinese teachers who are helping us out with these translations. Opinion translator, that is another great thing if you want to practice your pinyin. Would you like to know what zodiac animal you are? We go into loads of depth here. Here we have a HSK1 vocabulary test, so you can actually test your vocabulary before taking the HSK quiz, and we're going to be uploading more quizzes to this, more content. There's our podcast one more time, the proverb of the day, and then finally you have a pricing calculator. If you wish to study with LTL at any one of our schools, the prices do change at different locations, so we have a really nice tool here that can help you calculate the costs. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and all the best in your learning.